Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. I'm in trouble. I have already ran over a couple of Lisa's sunflowers that were about that tall.
Several of Lisa's sunflowers that were about that tall.
I came in here to regrade this ditch. You know, I cut it last year with a box blade, and you can only do so much with a box blade to make a ditch. You can do it, it worked, but this thing is going to work now as far as flooding rains, but I hate I ran over
the second planting
sunflowers.
of sunflowers.
Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods Homestead. I'm going to bring you along. I've already got it sowed, some grass seed, get some straw on it, and maybe show you another thing or two. Guys, hit the old like and subscribe if you hadn't. And if you have, as always, y'all, we appreciate you.
Whiskers, come on.
So if any of y'all bought grass seed lately, we haven't. But our stash is nearing its end. I think we bought grass seed, big, huge bag of it, I don't know, probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and we've been working out of it. It's still good, just keep it dry, but it's over $100 for a big bag. I don't know how many pounds it is, maybe 50, of fescue. I'm trying to find my knife. It's right here. So some things you really ought to stock up on if you're going to live on a homestead. You're going to need grass seed from time to time. It's going to do nothing but get more expensive. Does that make us closet preppers?
Maybe.
We may have a few things stored back, but y'all, we just live. We just find a good deal on something that we use a lot of. We try to put a few things back because you just don't ever know when it's going to get even more expensive and you're not going to have the money. That's just common sense. I don't think that's really prepping. But we got this ground prepped and we got grass seed out, so we'll get some straw out on it. And now we got to walk through new grass as we're feeding chickens and stuff, but
third time's a charm. This is going to fix it this time.
It's going to fix it, and we'll be so glad this winter if we have another 5-inch rain that your shop entrance isn't going to be flooded out and nasty. So this is good, and it didn't take me but about an hour to grade all this out. So the water will flow where we want it to flow.
Yeah.
Y'all, we gotta talk about something. Buttercup. We just ain't sure that she's still pregnant. Very odd. This will be our first time having bred a pig and her abort one piglet. I don't know. She's not looking very pregnant right now. She's got another
6 days.
Yeah, 6 days for her farrowing date. So we'll see, but there's a purpose for everything, and Lisa and I have already talked about it this morning. If she doesn't deliver, and even if she does, we're probably just going to keep Dixie for a breeding sow. And Buttercup will become pork chops and bacon. So that may be what's going on, y'all. We'll just have to wait and see.
She's a wonderful pig, and she's built perfectly. And she's a sweetheart. But
she is. But when you go through the time and effort, y'all, and expenses to artificial inseminate.
And then with pigs too, they don't show pregnancy until usually a few weeks before their due date.
Yeah, they really don't.
So we've waited 3 months, and well, their gestation is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, and we've waited 3 months and almost 2 weeks now. So
yeah. So it's disheartening, y'all, but stuff like that's going to happen. Some pigs won't even conceive. So she conceived on the first try, but could have been bad semen. I mean, because you got to figure this stuff is collected, put on gel packs, shipped from about 1,200 miles away.
But now in that aspect, we have never had a problem with the semen.
No, we haven't.
But I mean, it's not to say there's not a first time for everything, but
yeah, who knows, y'all? It's just part of it. Kind of like this grass. It may not even come up. It's 8 years old. I think it will because it came up not too long ago on something else. But you just don't ever know what's going to happen. Y'all, our plan was to keep 2 breeding sows so that we could have, hopefully, good success in farrowing, sell some pigs, and have enough pork for us, because we'll top out 2 for ourselves for the year. One of those may be Buttercup after all, but we'll still top another because Dixie's gonna be fine. She's looking mighty piggy, as my daddy said this morning. She's pregnant. She looks good. And honestly, Dixie's a better looking pig than Buttercup. Not that Buttercup anything wrong with her. She's got good conformation too, but Dixie's a step above. So hopefully her litter's gonna do well, because we like to top out 2 for processing here on the homestead. And we like to get one up to about 100 pounds dressed weight to barbecue, because we like to bless some folks with some good barbecue. And we're kind of in a dry area. I'll probably make some people upset for locals. There ain't no good barbecue around here. My family's from the eastern part of the state. That's where the good barbecue's at. There's some ketchup-based barbecue around here. It's not bad, some of it, but I just like what I grew up on, you know, probably like everybody. I'll eat anything, but we like barbecuing pigs. That's just a family tradition. Something I don't want to stop doing, you know. Once you stop doing something, a lot of times you don't start it back. Wind's picking up a little bit now. So I can just throw this straw up in there and let it fly. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, and a lot of you are, because we've had a lot of subscribers here as of late, and we are very grateful for that. We produce 99% of our own vegetables. And when I say 99%, it's because sometimes we run out of potatoes and onions and we got to go get them. We don't run out of everything else, and we've got to where even if it's not lettuce growing season, we just don't buy the store-bought, because there's always a recall of some kind on it. And never fails, or you get it home and it'd turn into mush in a day. So a lot of times if we don't have it, we just don't eat it, kind of thing. And we produce 100%, well, 99% of the meat that we eat.
we'll say 99.9 because
Yeah.
there's a very small margin of what, like, the 0.9 is once every 6-8 months when we go get a steak.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's chicken and pork and venison. So
Yep, chicken, pork, and venison. And I grew up eating mostly chicken and pork. I don't know if that's just was a regional thing, or if it was just because beef's always been more expensive, and that's probably why we ate mostly chicken and pork. But I really like it better anyhow, to be honest. I like a good steak, but there ain't nothing like pork barbecue. If I had one meal that I could eat, if you told me I'm going to go meet Jesus face to face today, what do you want to eat? Give me some Eastern North Carolina pork chop pork barbecue, fried okra, fried squash, fried shrimp, and fried flounder. Some of that seafood house slaw, the sweet stuff, collard greens, pumpkin pie, pecan pie,
and a pound cake.
pound cake like my granny made with raw streak in it, What else? Oh, some of her homemade biscuits. Some of that. There's probably something else too, but that's what I want. I could live off that. Banana pudding. Good cooked banana pudding. Not the, no offense, honey, but
I know. We have a conflict because he likes cooked banana pudding and I'm not a fan.
I like cooked banana pudding with meringue on top.
But you sure don't have a problem eating the other kind.
The Cool Whip,
like
the Cool Whip kind.
I don't make the Cool Whip kind.
No?
No.
The pudding box. The
Yes.
instant pudding. I like the custard kind the best, but I'll eat anything. Guys, I don't know how to make putting out wheat straw any more exciting. Told Lisa, I said, we want to show folks what we do, and this is some of the boring stuff that we do, putting out wheat straw on grass seed. So we thought we'd just talk about pigs, what we do around here, and ramble a little bit, because that's what I tend to do. Is I'm not a rambling man, but I do ramble when I talk sometimes. Bell's going further than I thought it would. We are going to try something new this year. We're going to make chicken bratwurst. We learned this year that we really like bratwurst. We made, I don't know, what we make, about 20 pounds of it, a couple different flavors,
Yeah,
so the
20
pork.
pounds. Yeah.
We're going to make about 60 pounds of it this year for ourselves. That's that good. We never ate that stuff growing up, as much pork as we ate, but must be a Midwestern, northern kind of thing. I don't know. But it's really good. So we're going to make some chicken brats this year. So you can stick around for that. It'll be new to us. We already grind chicken. Our older hens and roosters that we call, we grind it and we turn it into fried chuck wagon sandwiches. We had them last night for supper.
The last pack.
Yes, the last pack. So I'm eyeballing Rooster over here. But
No, it's going to be Speckles, because
Speckles, he's meaner.
Yeah, he's mean.
And they taste better for some reason, and I'm picking y'all. But it is so good. All it is finely ground chicken. You debone it, pat it, vacuum seal it, put it in the freezer. And when you're ready, thaw it out. I do seasoned flour and egg wash back in the seasoned flour and deep fry it. It's really good. You can't even tell it's not beef.
It does taste just like.
I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's old roosters and old hens, but man, it's so good. Y'all can't tell, we like to eat around here, and we like to eat well. Y'all, we took a little break from seeding.
Because there was a ruckus in here.
Yeah, Lisa said, I hear something. 2 of these kittens from Whiskers out there went home to their new home this morning with my parents. A boy and a girl. And this little dude right here, we're keeping him. We called him Sawyer. I named him Sawyer because he was born under a sawmill, or under a sawmill slab pile. So he's going in the house with Rocky and Annie, and he's going to have a big old time. Pet on him for a minute and get on back here and finish this job up. But he's pretty.
He's a sweetie.
My throat's already getting scratchy here from all the dust in this. Y'all, I'm going to take you over here in just a second and show you the final results from the tile job from the video that you just saw the other day. So glad that things are shaping up around here and are finishing up and going to make it easier on us to get the work done around here that we do. Y'all, I finished up the tile job actually this morning as far as backfilling. There's probably a foot, close to a foot and a half maybe, of fill that I brought in. and just tracked it all in, packed it good so that I can get some gravel, some crush and run or something over the top of it here in the next coming days. But it's going to really make it a whole lot safer bringing logs back through here, back in the dump trailer back in here, people delivering logs wanting them milled. It's going to make it just a whole lot easier. But I'm going to show you something neat that I found while I was back here in the woods digging some material to put in here and pack. So back over here, I started up there digging the topsoil off and then getting some, it's really just a loamy clay, very loamy clay. And when I got down about 3 feet, I wish I'd pulled a jig clampet. We could have got some oil, but I hit a spring, y'all. The water was just gushing in, and it's not groundwater because, y'all, we're almost borderline going into a drought here.
Again, after all the rain that we had over the winter. It's definitely a good stream, and that hole over there is probably, there's 2 feet of water in the backside, and it filled up in no time, and it's already seeping through. I left kind of a dam in place, but it's already seeping back through over here now. Oh yeah, you can see it down there. So.
And so, not really sure what we'll end up doing here, but if you find a resource like this on your homestead, you definitely want to exploit it and use it. So this may end up being something that we can, I don't know, put a tile in and have put some gravel and sand down, set a tile on top with a lid, and have a source of water if the power is out, if we need to water animals. And it may be good enough that we could do a small pond right here, collect that water, and maybe do some kind of pumping to get it down to the garden. So a lot of possibilities. It's just neat to find it. Y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for us here today at the Piney Woods as far as video goes. Got to finish getting this wheat straw out. Lisa was kind enough to take a break from working in the garden to hold the camera. Well, I did a little monologue, basically, just walk and talk, talking about stuff, and we'll come back to you on the next video. Lisa is going to do a deep dive with you. I say it's a deep dive. We'll call it a dive. She's going to do a dive with you on tomatoes and what she's doing this year as far as how she's raising them and what she has discovered she really likes this year about what she's doing. So stick around for that, guys. Y'all have a good day, a great week, and Lord willing, and the
creek don't rise too high.
We'll see you on the next one, guys.